In September 2002, funded partially from Arapahoe National Recreation Area usage fees, the U.S. Forest Service contracted the extension of the existing boat ramp at Sunset Point on Lake Granby. Lake Granby, a man-made reservoir located at the western foot of the Continental Divide near the Indian Peaks Wilderness area, provides water to Colorado's northern Front Range through a series of lakes, pumps, and tunnels. The second largest lake in Colorado, Lake Granby has over 45 miles of shoreline. Completed in 1953, the lake provides recreation enjoyment for boaters, fishermen, and water lovers from all over Colorado. Dependent on melting snow from Rocky Mountain National Park, Lake Granby's shoreline has been receding since 1999, mostly due to lack of snow. In September 2002, when the boat ramp's extension project was started, the lake was down almost 90 feet from full. Alan Burnett, engineering tech for the U.S. Forest Service in Granby and the project manager overseeing the boat ramp extension, explains the dilemma.
We first looked at extending the boat ramp, but we'd already extended it once. This lake kept dropping and dropping and dropping, and it was like, well, how are we going to satisfy the public, still allow them to get a launch, because we've had to shut down Arapahoe Bay and Stillwater, and this was the only launch that we could launch from, except from the private boat launches.
The location of the ramp was chosen based on the existing location of the metal tank grates installed by the BLM.
Because of the lake going down, it has the steepest drop-off as far as getting into the lake.
The old tank grates were removed except for the tank grates that remained in the water. A 20-foot wide section, 208 feet long, was excavated almost 12 inches below the existing landscaping. With a 4-inch road base and the 8-inch thick cement blocks once in place, the level of the finished blocks would be even with the existing landscaping. This would allow boaters to drive closer to the area of the ramp they needed to use as opposed to trying to back down 200 feet of ramp. The block and cable system is a road system that has been used in parks and other areas in place of building bridges crossing low-level streams. The block pads are poured in 4-foot by 16-foot forms. Over 200 feet of continuous 1/4-inch stainless steel cable is woven through slots located throughout each form. The blocks are wider at the top, as the top will become the bottom once set in place. The forms are filled with concrete, each pad requiring about 3/4 of a yard of concrete. 5 forms were used to create 65 4-foot by 16-foot pads. Once a form was poured, each 12-inch block was vibrated to ensure equal and full distribution of cement. Next, a fiber mesh material is attached to the top side of the freshly poured cement using special hooks. This fiber mesh is designed to allow water to drain out while not allowing rock and other fill to filter out, and it is made to keep weeds from growing up through the material. Once the cement had hardened, the forms are lifted, turned, and reused. The forms are designed to invert when lifted, the heavier weight of the top cement causing the form to flip. This allows a contractor to eject the blocks from the forms with a few gentle blows of the sledgehammer. Once hardened and somewhat cured, the blocks are transported to the ramp area and set in place using the tractor, backhoe, and sometimes even a good hard kick. The fiber mesh material is trimmed so the pads of blocks can fit snugly together. Moving and setting the blocks produces incredible stress on the stainless steel cable. The cable remains strong and any twisting is not considered damage to its strength. The blocks are placed 5 abreast to form a 20-foot wide width and would probably never move. However, the stainless steel cable woven throughout the pads are connected using stainless steel connectors just in case of unusual earth movement such as flood or heavy runoff. Boaters should enjoy the finished ramp. Additional extensions both above and below the new ramp may be constructed once more funds become available.